Welcome to V News Daily. The main stories for today are:
President Truong Tan Sang pays New Year visit to Hanoi Police. There have been no major fluctuations in the prices of commodities after Tet Festival on free market in Hanoi. People find it difficult to get bus and train tickets to the south after Tet holiday.
President Truong Tan Sang paid a New Year visit to Hanoi Municipal Police on January 30th, the first working day of the New Year of the Dragon.
Lieutenant General Nguyễn Đức Nhanh briefed the President of the sector's operations and tasks in 2011. He said Hanoi Police carried out plans to maintain political security and social order, especially at key targets and important political events. During the Tet Festival, there were no fires or explosions in the capital city, helping the Hanoians welcome the New Year festival in a peaceful, happy and healthy atmosphere, he added. President Sang congratulated Hanoi Police on their achievements over the past year. He attributed the country's achievements to contributions by the police in general and the municipal police in particular. President Sang and party and the state officials visited the Hanoi Police Museum. With about 1,000 documents, exhibits and photos archived, the museum displays the service and achievements of Hanoi Police over the country's 5 historic periods. At the museum, President Sang made a note in the museum's traditional notebook, wishing them a new year with new feats of arms.
The CPI was steady during the Tet holiday as the people were rather cautious about spending for Tet, contrasting to the tradition of extravagant spending during this holiday. Therefore, there have been no major fluctuations in the prices of commodities after the Tet festival on the free market in Hanoi.
At 10 a.m. on the 7th day of Tet, Thanh Công supermarket returned to normal operation, but with few shoppers. Pork sellers said sale volumes did not increase despite prices remaining at last year's level. Unlike pork, sales of vegetables are bustling. Price of vegetable rose by 10 to 20% due to a long spell of chilly weather. A bunch of water locked wood is sold at 15,000 Vietnamese dong in comparison to 10,000 Vietnamese dong in the days before Tet. Housewives who choose to shop at supermarkets feel satisfied because the prices of goods were mostly stable. Prices of commodities at markets are higher than in supermarkets during post-Tet days, particularly vegetables. Prices at supermarkets remain stable compared to the days before Tet. There are no changes in prices at supermarkets compared to the days before Tet. Additionally, commodities at supermarkets have certificates of origin. According to a report of the Ministry of Finance, prices on the free market have seen a slight increase. Purchasing power has risen a little due to people saving money compared to the same period last year. There were no major price hikes this year thanks to the implementation of Resolution 11, which made ministries, agencies and localities synchronously implement many measures. We see an increase in consumption in January. Thanks to good preparation in December, prices of commodities are not high. The prices are expected to be higher next month because many festivals take place in February. To ensure supply and demand on commodities and services, ministries, agencies and localities join hands with businesses to take measures to prepare goods for Tet. Therefore, market prices basically remain stable compared to the days before Tet.
Thousands of people who visited their hometowns in the northern and central provinces to celebrate Tet with their families are finding it difficult to get the bus and train tickets to return to the south.
Migrant workers in particular have flocked to bus and train stations to get tickets to southern provinces and Ho Chi Minh City, but ended up waiting all day in hope of finding a bus that would take them to the city and resume work on January 30th. On January 28th, many people could be seen waiting in the hope of finding any way to get to Ho Chi Minh City, Bình Dương, Bình Phước and Dong Nai provinces. With most buses overloaded, they did not have much luck. Many migrant workers have had to accept extremely high prices to be taken to Nha Trang City in central Khánh Hòa province, or some provinces in the Central Highlands region, before being able to take another bus to Ho Chi Minh City. Due to the increase in demand, many bus companies have increased ticket prices by 30 to 40%. A berth on a bus from Da Nang to Ho Chi Minh City has gone up from $32 and $36 to $48. Meanwhile, hundreds of people flock to the Da Nang railway station to buy train tickets to the south, but most of them failed. There are only 1,500 and 1,700 transits from Da Nang to Ho Chi Minh City every day, but the demand is about 2,500 after Tet. Train tickets have been sold out until February the 5th.
The Phat Diem Cathedral complex in the northern province of Ninh Bình, only less than 100 miles from Hanoi, overwhelms tourists with its unique and solemn architecture. Let's take a quick look.
Covering an area of 20 hectares in Phat Diem Town, Kim Sơn District, the Phat Diem Cathedral, also known as the Stone Church, is the center of Catholicism in northern Vietnam. Built between 1875 and 1898, the complex includes 11 harmoniously arranged architectural works, creating a beautiful and ancient space imbued with the Asian architectural style. Featuring a combination of the traditional pagoda architecture of Vietnam and the Gothic style of Christian architecture, the unique building also highlights the skillful techniques of Vietnamese artisans in the 19th century. Phương Đình, a 20-meter-high bear house, is an imposing stone structure made from large marble blocks weighing between 20 and 30 tons. Visiting this structure, many tourists are surprised to see skillfully carved sculptural works with window railings printed with pliable small bamboo trees and leaves bearing the style of Asian folk art. It is not crowned a steeple like those of other churches, which feature a pointed tower with a bell and a rope dropping down inside. Built in the shape of nearly square like a house, Phương Đình has its ground floor divided into 3 partitions, with each housing a stone platform. That's why it is likely referred to as a bell house. A 2.5-ton bell has been hung on the top floor of the house for more than 100 years. Its floor knobs were carved with 4 letters: spring, summer, autumn, and winter, symbolizing the 4 seasons of the year. A special feature is that the bell's echo can be heard at a distance of over 10 kilometers. According to records, in the 19th century, while casting the bell, Father Pharaoh Tin Lục called on parishioners to contribute gold and jewelry they have to casting. Therefore, the bell contains a large volume of gold, so it can resound for such a long distance. The Grand Cathedral is designed as a grandiose communal house with 4 roofs and 6 sets of pillars formed from ironwood tree trunks and sophisticated multi-level rafters. All the 4 surrounding church buildings are decorated with lotus, birds, and tropical tree designs. This is not only a grandiose sculptural work, totally made of stone and not using any cement, but also an extremely unique architectural work imbued with the identity of the Orient. The stone church is also called the Church of Virgin Mary's Heart. This is a stone sculptural masterpiece with thousands of tons of stone blocks, assembled with high fidelity. The church has a three-entrance architectural design and is decorated with bunches of grapes, symbolizing the blood of the Christ before he died on the Holy Cross. This unique character has placed the stone church in the top 10 tourist attractions in Vietnam. This is the first time I have come to Vietnam. I like this place very much because there are so many interesting things I can explore here. Especially, I can contemplate the stone church, which possesses an extremely special architectural style. Using manual methods of working with wood and stone, our ancestors created a grandiose but delicate complex imbued with national hallmarks. Thanks to this uniqueness, the Fasciette Cathedral complex is a magnet for tourists.
And that bit of news has concluded our program today. Thank you for tuning in and see you tomorrow.